Okay, let's start. Hi guys, a very good evening to all of you and welcome back to our weekly sharing session. My name is Tracy. I am the representative of STA League and I'll be your host today. In today's sessions, we are super excited and honored to have our speaker Iskandar to share with you the performance of our GES pre-sales and a recap of recent NFT news. Please do stay with us until the end as we have our special guest today, Andy Kogi, who is the representative of StoneAge project team in our Q&A session. Before we start, just a heads up that we will be recording these sessions for our internal training purposes. And also we will be uploading this to our YouTube channel after 1 to 2 weeks time. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Just a gentle reminder to everyone, please remember to mute yourself. And if you have any questions, please feel free to type it in the chat box and our support team will answer them behind the screen. Pay attention or pay the price. Without further ado, let us all welcome Iskandar and Andy Kogi. Yay! Pass it to you, Iskandar.
Cool. Thank you very much for that introduction, Tracy. Hey, everyone. How you guys going? Good evening. This is usually a different time. We're usually on a Sunday. We are switching things up. And I will have to say that we will be putting a poll later to see whether you guys prefer, which days you prefer having this sharing session, because we want to be able to suit your needs, of course. So this session, as said before, is going to be about our StoneAge and our gemstone pre-sales, and we will have that Q&A session with Andy Kogi later on in the presentation. All right, so before we get into all of that, why we are on the subject of NFTs, I will love to talk about some cryptocurrency news. I love to talk about news and articles that are based on NFTs, you know, all the things that we need to know about what's happening around the world and how it's faring with NFTs and how certain things are adopting NFTs. So first, let's see the monthly sales or the daily sales, basically. So this is in the last month. As you can see, it's our all-time high so far in October was about 82,000 individual NFTs were sold on that one day. So that's just in one day, 82,000 NFTs were sold. So monthly, that would be basically 1 million NFTs were sold in the last 30 days. That's 1 million NFTs sold in the last 30 days, an average of about 40,000 individual NFTs. And in US dollars, that would basically be $127 million were traded on that day with the 82,000 individual NFTs. And that was basically $2 billion were traded in the last 30 days. $2 billion were traded in the last 30 days. So NFTs are still pumping. There was, of course, that speculation that the NFT wave is coming down. But honestly, that doesn't really mean so much when it's still going to be in the millions of dollars in daily trading volume. You can see here on the right, it will say sales in USD. And it's always over millions of dollars basically every single day. So yeah, in fact, NFTs are being discussed in various entities and have caught the attention of law firms. So let's just talk about how it's doing with legality, for example. So here we have the ownership of NFTs was the talk of the town at the conclusion of the Singapore Tech Law Fest 2021, which is just the other week. And they would talk about topics concerning NFTs, legal tech, and cybersecurity. During the discussion, an NFT auction was actually simulated with the help of the Blockchain Association of Singapore to demonstrate the process of purchasing these assets. And so some people have said, the board chair of the Intellectual Property Office of Singapore says NFTs are not a myth and may even be a plausible reality, provided that the attendant risks are noted and mitigated. So of course, things like they will have to discuss NFTs and blockchain. There's always going to be some kind of regulation, mostly, you know, for good than bad. You know, you just have to kind of regulate things like this. And in this article, they discussed a project called Toko. So this is where law firms are chasing a piece of the crypto actions. So Toko is a company that allows people to create fractions of any asset and issue security tokens that can be traded. So basically, they handle these NFTs that represent fractions of a physical asset, such as a building or a painting or intellectual property rights. So fractioning is a key word here. So basically, a real estate owner, for example, could fractionalize an iconic building into, let's say, 100,000 digital tokens that represent parts of the building, and these tokens can be sold and traded by investors. It's like owning a share, but it's like owning part of a building in the form of an NFT instead of a written contract. So this would be a more secure and unchangeable and immutable digital document. So there is becoming some real life or physical life application with NFTs, that's for sure. But the point of the discussion basically comes for like NFTs and digital tokens can give rise to these legal ambiguities. So basically what happens if you have an NFT held on one blockchain and that blockchain becomes defunct after a few years? Well, that's where law firms would come in and have an advantage over like tech company rivals, for example. So yeah, they'll be able to ensure the tokens are legally compliant and give investors confidence. So law firms will be working, together with NFT and blockchain technology to basically, make sure it's all legally compliant. All right, let's talk about sports as well. So we know that McLaren, a very popular F1 team, has launched its own NFT platform on Tezos. I'll actually be talking about Tezos in a little bit, but yeah, it's really cool. Of course, there are all sorts of companies and all sorts of brands that are investing and launching their own NFTs, but I really want to talk about Socios. So NFTs and fan tokens here are reshaping the sports industry. So Socios is a place where you can influence your favorite sports teams, access VIP rewards, exclusive promotions, and join a global community of super fans. So basically, you can have your account full of Chili's, CHZ, that's the token. When you have your Chili's, you can exchange these coins for fan tokens. So you can exchange it for like Barcelona token or the Juventus token or a PSG token. And it's football, there's gaming, there's fighting like UFC, cricket, basketball, all kinds of basketball teams. So basically teams will launch official polls and you can submit your vote with your fan tokens. So here's an example of some polls. These polls will abide by the popular vote. And so you can use your fan tokens to pick the fan design message for the dressing room of the Barcelona for one match, or choose the new team bus design, pick a message for the captain's armband, or choose a type of challenge that players will take part in a special event held by socios.com, basically. So yeah, you'll also have a chance to win VIP tickets to a game of your sports team, attend meet and greets, and other special events. So it's really cool how deep NFTs can really go in all kinds of things, just like sports. So yeah, you should definitely check out Socios. I would very much highly recommend that. So now let's talk about some arts and artists, basically. So last Friday, Sotheby's launched its NFT exclusive marketplace, and it's actually called Metaverse. It's the first of its kind among these auction houses, basically. And now all NFT sales at Sotheby's will now take place on this platform. So all NFTs will take place on this platform. Sotheby's is very, very famous. And a lot of the early NFTs were sold on here, like the CryptoPunks, for example. And a lot of the early and very, very expensive NFTs. And so the platform will offer new technical advancements that the traditional Sotheby's site could not previously implement on their main website. And here's another article here that basically says an artist has joined an NFT-oriented equity management firm. So last week, Lobus, which is the equity management firm focused on artists, said that it picked this artist as the director of its cultural innovation lab. And he basically, Lucian Smith, said that he's instantly attracted to the potential of smart contracts, which make it possible to assure that each time an NFT is sold, a certain percentage of the sale automatically goes to the artist. So yeah, payouts are just triggered during a sale rather than having to go through a lawyer or chase someone down for a resale payment. Again, that goes back to just blockchain technology and how it's all, decentralized. So this guy is just working with an actual, real life business to be able to address these imbalances in the art market. So that's with the artists. And we'll just talk a little bit about payment networks like Visa. So Visa, Mastercard, and Ripple have planted flags in their own NFT market, and Visa have entered this metaverse, of course, with their own NFT purchase. So yeah, they spent about $150 to buy a unique work of art and has basically entered the metaverse as such. They also published an NFT white paper themselves with the aim to help brands and businesses better understand NFTs and their potential, which is just the beginning of their workspace. And I'd love to talk about games as well, and not blockchain games, but actual just your regular normal PC or console games. So a game like Dead by Daylight is using NFTs. So it basically has an NFT of a specific character, of a killer, as is in the gameplay. And so this NFT will give the buyer exclusive access to features in their, downloadable content and extra bonus content. They'll get, special boxes, gifts that unlock future content, and they'll have rare, ultra rare, and legendary ones that give players certain amounts of cool, exclusive access. So they're using already games are using their own NFTs, and Epic Games. Oh, sorry. On the other hand, though, Steam has actually banned games where NFTs are essential. Whereas on the other hand, sensing an opportunity to attract developers who no longer have a place on the more popular storefront, Epic Games, the guys behind Fortnite, has stated its store will accept games featuring blockchain and NFTs. We know, of course, they've been making moves towards a metaverse, as I've talked about in a previous sharing session, which is up on our YouTube page. So I would go and check that out. Immerse in the metaverse is what it was. So please go and check that out on our YouTube page. And if you know me, I can't leave out the environmental impacts. There, of course, is a concern that the increased interest in digital assets will negatively affect the environment. And, many involved with crypto has voiced their concerns about these adverse effects. Several companies have been working with or using NFTs to ensure a greener future. And we know that Bitcoin, it's technically bad for the environment. At least mining Bitcoin is. So mining is a huge problem as it takes up way too much energy. So these green guys are focusing on the underlying blockchain structure with and using other techniques to take the strain off of mining and minting. So this includes the idea of lazy minting, where an NFT is not minted until it is bought. So Oaro has created an environmentally friendly NFT that enables brands to create unique limited edition digital collectibles for their fans. And their private blockchain is considered very environmentally friendly, as it's optimized to run cheaper by consuming less energy and less computational resources are needed to function. And another big green blockchain that is taken up space with NFTs and NFT projects is Tezos. So Tezos is something that I had mentioned. McLaren had launched their NFTs with Tezos, and they claim that NFTs minted on Tezos use 2 million times less energy than other blockchains. So it has some of the lowest gas fees for NFT trading too, which creates an equitable community without the strain of these sky high fees. So I am glad that McLaren have chosen a greener platform, considering, of course, racing and such uses a lot of resources. All right, now let's talk about Gemstone Finance. Let's talk about GeFi. I'll briefly go over some of the updates of the pool and then dive straight into StoneAge. So yeah, of course, with our vaults, we have had, you guys know all about the vaults, of course, but we have had our emissions reductions. So we have seen emission reduction with our pools. You see this has 0 out of 22. We just deployed the second one about maybe less than an hour ago, basically. So these emission reductions are very common amongst yield farming services, and they're ultimately to help the price of the token and the circulating ecosystem. So in a way, it's similar to coin burning, where coin burning, that takes existing coins and sends them to an inaccessible wallet. The emission reduction just reduces the rewards that we get in our pools so that we slow down the mining of GEG, basically. So there are only 95,000 GEG tokens that will be deployed. So it's important that we take a long time before all tokens are out in circulation. At the moment, we've got about 18,000 left. So yeah, these are common methods to sustain the ecosystem, and we'll be deploying them once a month for the next 22 months. So this is the second one out of 22 possible reductions. But have no fear, this is all for the greater good in the long term, of course. All right, now it's time to talk about StoneAge. We can't start any other way than by acknowledging our gemstone pre-sales, of course. So let's talk about the ISO, the initial stone offering. So as of last night, the ISO has officially ended in an amazing turn of events in the last 12 hours. The last bit of gemstones needed, the last, I think, maybe 40% of gemstones left available to buy were indeed bought. So swiftly, all gemstones were bought from the ISO. That is 100% sold of the pre-sale, which is an awesome achievement. That's very, very, very good for us. And I'm glad that everyone had come together and bought those gemstones. They're going to be very useful into the future, that's for sure. And you can see now on the website, the gemstones are completely sold. And you can see on the StoneAgeNFT.com that the total gemstones was 95 million. So those were what was available in pre-sale. And that's an awesome, awesome achievement. And we did it together. So yeah, congrats, guys. Good job. Very, very proud of this community. So let's see. Yeah, let's have a little round of applause. All of it was sold. 95 million gemstones were sold. That is pretty crazy.
Yay!
Yeah, exactly. Very, very good job. Very happy about that. All right, and then you can see here, of course, how much BUSD and how much GEG was used to buy the gemstone. So you can see, of course, it was basically about 700,000, about maybe 800, almost $800,000 worth was put into this pre-sale. So nice job. Let's look at what's happening over on our marketplace. So as you can see, there are some new NFTs that are on the market already. You may be itching to create your own, but have no fear, that will happen very, very soon. So these are NFTs created by the StoneAge team, as you can tell, gracing us with their first ever StoneAge NFTs. They were available for purchase already. Some of them, this one you can still buy. But basically, yeah, they were already bought. And now the prices have gone up. They were initially sold for much cheaper. So you can see there's massive resale value. And this hopefully, will encourage you guys to trade NFTs and even, create your own. We can see now there are other NFTs that are out here. Here are the Classy Rogues, Classy Rogue OG. These are all different kinds of collectibles. Very similar to a lot of NFT projects you see out there. They have these collectibles where it's all these different attires, all these different cool properties that they have, and they're all unique in their own way. So yeah, very cool. And we also have the Pie Duck, which is something that Pie Duck has done. So these are really cute little pieces of art. So yeah, these guys are out there, of course, prematurely just to get things going, but have no fear, you will be able to create your NFT. You will be created very, very soon, of course, because the launch of the marketplace is happening in just about 24 hours, I would say, in less than that. So let's go through creating an NFT, shall we? Just so you guys know exactly how you do it. So I'll be taking you through this. So you go click create. Basically, you'll go to create collectible. You can scroll down, choose single or multiple, depending on if you want to make multiple copies of this one single NFT, or you just want to make one copy. Then it's easy as just uploading your file. So all you have to do is choose file, digital format, choose your all these details, what kind of NFT is it? Is it art? Is it a collectible? Is it a game item and stuff like that? You can add your royalties, how much you get when someone resells your piece of art, and of course, number of copies. And there is a storage fee, so you just have to have one gemstone to be able to mint, basically, to be able to mint your NFT. So once you do that, you just click confirm and click confirm again. Then you can set the price after that. So you can either do gemstones, GEG, BUSD, or BNB. That's how you can set your price. And then once you do that, you click next, sign your sell order, sign it, and boom, your NFT has been listed. And it's easy as that. It's really no strife. You just choose your file, fill in the details, sign things, confirm your things, and easy to go. Set your price, and it's done. So yeah. It takes very, very little time to do that. It may take time to create your art, but that's all it will cost. It'll cost you your art. It'll cost you, your time. It'll cost you that one gemstone. And then who knows how much you can sell your NFT for. It could be a very, very decent amount. So I would say there's no real risk in doing this and just giving it a go. Even if you're not an artist, you just have to give it a go. And of course, if you want to remove it for whatever reason, it's a very easy process. Don't worry, you're not locked in for life. So you can always just go to your homepage, your collections, your details, and then you can just remove it from sale. But you have freedom of your assets. You're not locked in. You have freedom until you either remove it or someone buys it, basically. So yeah, just honestly, just wait for it to sell, because you never know. And there's no real point in having to remove it unless something is wrong with your art piece or you want to edit your description or anything. But yeah, all of this will be available. And here you just do your remove sale, but all of this will be available on the 22nd of October. That is tomorrow, and it will launch in 23 hours to be exact. In about 23 hours, you'll be able to use the marketplace. You'll be able to create your own NFT and trade your own NFTs. So that was going to be super, super exciting. It will be live so soon. We're finally here. I'm very excited about it. All right. And speaking of being really excited, now is the moment you guys have been waiting for. Of course, it is time for the StoneAge Q&A. So I would love to introduce a very, very special guest speaker, and he goes by the name of Andy Kogi. Woo!
Welcome, Andy Kogi.
Hello.
Hello. Great. We can hear you.
Yes, I see a lively community here.
Thank you.
Yep. So will ask Andy some questions, and he will answer them. And you guys have the opportunity to learn a lot about what's about to happen with StoneAge and more. So let's get started, shall we? Okay. So Andy, are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Great. So let's go with our first question. So it says here, why the StoneAge? But it's why did we choose StoneAge as the theme? What inspired the idea behind StoneAge?
Okay, to say this, I would say that during the early settlement of human race, which is during Stone Age, people has been communicating using images, those hieroglyph, poneglyph. They've been communicating using images for centuries. So when back to current technology, which is NFT, NFT is mostly about digital product, but they are mostly consist of images. As in, we want to trace back to the era where that people use NFT to communicate or to represent their own stories. Thus, we use our name to be StoneAge NFT, because we believe that each image has their own stories, and we want that each NFT to present their own stories too. So that's why we choose the name to be StoneAge, and the theme of the entire marketplace to be during Stone Age. Yeah, that's about it.
Great. I love it. I love the creativity behind it. I love the artistic freedom behind everything. A picture does have a lot of stories. Glad that we have someone from the StoneAge team to talk about this too. All right, let's go for our second question. Our second question is about the initial DEX offering. So what can you tell us, if you can just explain first what an IDO is, and what can you tell us about the Gemstones IDO, if there's anything that you can tell us?
Okay, so for IDO stands for initial DEX offering, as you all know. Basically, in layman term, it means that to hold a pre-sale in a DEX, it basically means that, which means that a DEX will be hosting a pre-sale event for GES token. For the IDO listing time, I can't confirm yet. I cannot review the date yet, as we are still configuring out the price discovery mechanism. But don't worry, we will announce it very, very soon. It's planned to be within the month of October. the platform that will be listing, the DEX that will be listing for the platform will be announcing it to the public very, very soon. So when it's listed there, the public can purchase more GES there.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it would be basically be listed on something similar to PancakeSwap or ApeSwap is what you're saying basically for people to buy.
Right.
Great. Awesome. So now let's talk a little bit about gemstones. For maybe people who are new here, could you describe the uses and functions of gemstones and what can we do with it? And will we be able to earn these gemstones in any upcoming blockchain games?
Sure. So within StoneAge NFT ecosystem, GES will be the native token. Oh, and by the way, GES stands for G Stone. GESTONE, G Stone. Okay, so the first use case for G Stone is it can be used in the marketplace to create, bid, or trade for NFT. GES will also be the main mode of payment with the lowest fee within the ecosystem. It basically means that if you are selling or trading an NFT using StoneAge Marketplace, when you choose GES as the mode of transaction, the service fee will be the lowest. Of course, you can choose other mode of transaction, other token for mode of transaction such as GEG, BUSD, or BNB. But GES will remain the lowest transaction service fee among the four. So yeah, for the upcoming blockchain game, you'll be able to earn GES through our play to earn game model.
Awesome. Yeah, glad to hear that. Glad to hear that we will be able to earn some gemstones while playing some games. How easy does that sound to make some money? Okay, to our next question. It's known that StoneAge will be connecting to projects and partnering up with other projects, maybe such as Dago and Bondly. Could you explain what our partnerships would be about? What do partnering up with people, what purpose does that serve? And does that have anything to do with the stores tab on the website of our StoneAge NFT website?
Yes. For collaboration part, we'll definitely be collaborating with a lot of NFT platforms, suppliers, artists, and players in the market. Because an NFT marketplace will be lively and will be famous when there is a lot of collaboration. For the collaboration part, we will not be revealing it yet as we are still discussing the terms and conditions for the collaboration. So, but rest assured, we will announce it very, very soon because these collaborations will create a very huge value for GES coming soon. The store function is to highlight the projects that StoneAge will be partnering strategically with them. As in the one you see, we have a sample up currently is StoneAge Store. So soon, let's say that we are collaborating with Fabric or maybe CryptoPunk, we will just list their store. We will create a store especially for their NFT.
Ah, very cool.
Yep, that's about it.
Awesome. So yeah, you'll be integrating other kind of projects into the StoneAge NFT by creating stores then is what you're saying.
Correct.
Cool. And so when it comes to the marketplace, why have we chosen the Binance Smart Chain? For those that want to know, why have we chosen the Binance Smart Chain network?
Okay, for this, NFT wave started during Ethereum chain and it's quite congested now actually. So we have chosen BSC because on statistic, it shows that BSC is the most active chain right now in cryptocurrency community, which means that a lot of people actually did their trading in BSC. Through that, we want to create a platform where many artists can showcase their creation through BSC, a platform that has the lowest gas fee, and one of the fastest network. And of course, BSC's the Binance Smart Chain is one of the most stable chain in cryptocurrency right now, and it's also one of the chain that is compatible with most wallet.
Great,
That's why we use BSC.
Awesome. Awesome. So a lot of benefits with the Binance Smart Chain. Very good. Okay, so now let's talk about them gemstone pools. What can you tell us about any upcoming pools? Are we bringing gemstones to the finance vaults?
Yes, we are definitely going to do that. As mentioned in our Gitbook, we will bring a finance vault of GES, and it will be hosted by GeFi. The first pool that we will launch will be GES BNB pool. The official announcement about this will make it soon. So until then, you guys can stand by your GES and BNB because the APY will be very, very attractive.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially when a pool first starts and the APYs are usually pretty high. So I would definitely get in on that early. Okay, next on to our next question. I'd love to know what makes a legitimate project? How would you define whether a project is legit or a scam? And is StoneAge safe and secure itself?
This is quite a question about opinion. So I would say that we will always encourage market to actually do their own research before committing into any projects in blockchain. So the things that you have to take notes usually will include the community, the smart contracts, the tokenomics of the projects, and the circulating amount. So community-wise, the community must be transparent, where member can ask, and they are free to ask any question regarding the projects, and there will be dedicated admins to answer those questions. If it is not a legit project, usually the members within the community, they can't talk much. When they start to question, they will be kicked from the community. So for this, StoneAge will soon have main communities in various languages for this to cater to the community or members' question. For the smart contract, the best project must be audited by reputable audit companies, which means that an audit project ensures that there's no backdoor code in the smart contracts that allow anybody to actually take the funds and then withdraw and wrap the project. So for StoneAge, we are audited by Certic, which is a global top 5 audit company for cryptocurrency projects. Lastly, will be about the tokenomics. The tokenomics must justify and prove that the token allocation to show that the circulating amount is fair, to show that there is no unlocked wallet or any wallet that is holding a huge amount so that they can manipulate the market. Okay, so for our tokenomics, actually is quite long. So I'll suggest that you guys go to our Gitbook to have a more detailed explanation and the allocation of our token. So I think that's about it, yeah.
Cool. All right, moving on. Let's talk about some NFT collections then. So will artists have the option to create a collection of different NFTs at once? So like how there is this Bored Ape Yacht Club and CryptoPunks.
Yeah. Soon, artists can create various collections in their own profile in StoneAge NFT Marketplace. Those collections will be arranged nicely in a clean interface so that the artists can easily sort out their NFT, which one to be sold or which one to be listed. Collection-wise, there might be more famous collection. There might even be a more famous collection than those CryptoPunk or BLYC in future in StoneAge. Because it's NFT, we wouldn't know when there's another new collection that people love it to appear. Yeah.
Yep, anything can happen, huh? Anything can be a massive collection. You just never know.
Correct.
All right. And so, yeah, speaking about collectibles, very excited to know more about the BLINDBOX collectibles. So could you explain what exactly it would be, what a BLINDBOX is? Is there anything you can reveal about them? If there may be a launch date or will there be a pre-sale? And will we be able to use them in StoneAge games?
Okay, so the BLINDBOX collectibles module is in the testing phase now. So the collectibles will be themed based on StoneAge's items and character. What I can review now is those collectibles can also be used in mining farm to generate more GS.
Nice. So you're able to mine them to get more crypto, basically.
Yes, and the crypto might be more than GS. It might be other token, other more valuable token out there, such as BNB. Okay, so
Awesome.
this is just a sneak peek about it. We will make an official announcement very, very soon about this. Expected that we will launch this BLINDBOX collectible module during the months of, I would say, the end of November.
Great.
Okay, so the launch that is expected to be at the end of December will be the StoneAge Games, actually. So the BLINDBOX NFT that you have gotten from the box, you can actually use all the StoneAge games.
Sweet.
And
Fantastic.
the pre-sale part, we most probably will have, but I cannot confirm yet on this. We will need to strategize the thing further to see whether do we actually need to do a pre-sales about that. Yeah, that's all.
Very cool. Love the insight. I'm glad to know a bit more about the BLINDBOX collectibles. I myself have been pretty interested, and I want to get my hands on these mystery cards, mystery boxes, basically. And so for my final question to you, Mr. Andy, is about our blockchain games. So what can you tell us about more about the launch of our blockchain games? You said around December. So we know of 3 games in development. Is GeFi going to stop there? And are we going to partner with any other projects or developments?
Okay, so the 3 games that are currently in development are the Stake Camp, which is the one that you're going to be playing when you get the BLINDBOX collectibles. The second game in development will be a battle game, something like Axie Infinity. And the third game will be a metaverse. The development of 3 games so far is going very smoothly, and definitely we'll be partnering with a few partners in the same field of NFT games. So the details of the game, the full details of the game of how you're going to play it, or what's the reward module, will be announced in our Gitbook. We'll publish it in our Gitbook by, I would say, next month.
Nice.
So GeFi definitely won't stop here. The reason that you saw that our roadmap was planned to be until Q2 next year was because that GeFi is a community-driven project, and GeFi future path will be decided by community through the DAO protocol. So for all the future development, when there is, we will just continuously update it on our Gitbook. Yeah, that's all.
Great. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Andy Kogi. Greatly appreciate the time that you've taken to talk to me and to let everybody know a bit more on the information on what's happening with StoneAge. Thank you for your comments. I'm glad we've got some exciting insight into the behind the scenes and the future. I can't wait for more announcements, that's for sure. So yeah, thanks again. Thanks, Andy. I'll give you a clap.
Thank you, Andy.
Tomorrow, like you say, in less than 23 hours, our StoneAge NFT Marketplace will go live.
Yay!
Feel free to just get your first NFT or create your first NFT in StoneAge.
Yes, I'm ready.
Looking forward to it.
I'm ready already. Yeah.
Oh yeah, gotta get your.
I'll be the first.
I'll
be the first. Great. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, guys. All right. Well, there does happen to be one more thing that we have announced that last week that I would love to go over. And that is our Project Oasis collaboration. And this is going to be super, super exciting. So Project Oasis is basically this kind of, it's a metaverse. It aims to be the bridge between newcomers to the crypto space and the DeFi side of crypto. So the aim is to simplify DeFi by using the game as a one-stop adapt to the various DeFi tools that are out there, all the different kinds of services located in a metaverse. So yeah, it brings this metaverse together. Its purpose of building a place where people can also socialize and connect while exploring the crypto space, all in a safe and comfortable environment. And like GeFi, they're driven by community and aim to protect and reward their members. So let's check out a quick preview video of Project Oasis. Yeah, so that's a very quick preview of what Oasis has to offer. It looks really, really exciting. It's just like being on the internet, on the blockchain, using DeFi services, but in one awesome game server. So you can now log on and even see the GeFi farm in progress. It just so happens to be quite next to ApeSwap and very close to PancakeSwap. So now you have the ease of traversing a digital space to handle your staking and yield farms. That's pretty crazy. And, you know, I was only talking about the metaverse only a few weeks ago, and we've come so far already. We're really, really hitting the ground running with this. We are taking advantage of all of the services that are out there, all the possibilities. And, you know, GeFi is staying ahead of the game. We have integrated into Project Oasis, and, you know, the farms will be available soon. But of course, this is only the surface. In our upcoming sharing session, we will be having a Q&A session similar to today with a representative of Project Oasis coming to join us. And I will be asking them some questions, and we will see and hear all about Project Oasis. And so please join me next week, and we'll find out more together about what it is, and you know, and more on the collaboration with GeFi itself as well. So it'll be great to know as a community how we can all benefit from this and future partnerships. And we must strive as one to be this strong community. And of course, you can help with that. Every one of us, even if you're a small holder, you have a responsibility to maintain the value of GEG and now gemstones. Any buy or sell will affect the chart and the value. So this is a community project. If you don't know, of course, now you know, which is why I like to host these sessions for you guys. I want to make sure everybody knows our objective and what they are investing in. So hopefully you all know more about what you're investing into. It is a project with different services, and it's not just investing into a coin. You know, we have financial incentives, of course. That's just to enlighten people and encourage people of our common goal of building a strong community. And, you know, always got to update you guys with our affiliate rewards. They have been distributed successfully this week. This happens every single Tuesday. So don't forget to check your wallet regularly so that you can enjoy your rewards and, you know, just keep putting them back into the pool, really. It's great. You can just earn these rewards passively just because you've invited your friends to join GeFi. So keep inviting your friends, and you will earn all of these bonus rewards on top of what you're doing with your staking. And when it comes to community leaders, please ask your admins if you want to be one. It comes with great benefits that I have discussed in the last sharing session. So that featured our special guest, Mr. One from Off the Ground, OTG, and that's up on YouTube. So please check that out. I go into a lot more detail on how much money you can make as a solo staker versus a community leader, and it is a massive difference. So think about it, you know, at CL3, as a CL3, you get 40% of the harvest performance fee every time your friends harvest. That's 40% compared to nothing. If you didn't invite anyone, you're not getting that 40% of that performance fee. Imagine how much money you're actually missing out on because you're choosing not to, you know, invite your friends and form your own little band of friends that are that are constantly harvesting and reaping rewards for each other. The opportunity is in your hands. It's all up to you about how much money you want to make with GeFi. And these are distributed about 3 times a month. The community rewards, they're distributed 3 times a month. So you are getting your rewards very regularly. So yeah, help us grow our community. And if you want to check out other communities, please do. We all work very closely together. Rice, Sixnim, G5, OTG, CKOL, and of course, STA League, which I am a part of, which is the host of this current session. So yeah, please do spread the word and tell people whichever ones that they feel comfortable joining in. They all kind of have their own little unique sensibilities. Yeah, so definitely do that and tell your friends across the globe, because we've got members from all across the world. So anyone can join, and that's the beauty of blockchain. That's the beauty of DeFi and the beauty of GeFi. You can be at any point, at any place in the world, and you can be investing and joining us on this journey and building this strong community. So yeah, please do join this community. If you're here for the first time, here is our Telegram links for GeFi Community Official, the STA League, and there's also the StoneAge Telegram. We've also got Twitter for each of those, and gefi.club to register. Get your friends, referral link, as well as your ge.finance to stake. And if you want way more information, go onto the GitHub, info.ge.finance. And please head on to our YouTube channel, and you can see all of our previous sharing sessions. We've talked about something different every single time, every single week. So there is no excuse for not learning along with us. Pay attention or pay the price, as we say here in STA League. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, that'll help us and that'll help the community. So please do that. And if you are super newbie here, well, have no fear. I'll tell you exactly how to get your GEG so that you can come be a part of this community. You can head on over to CoinGecko if you like. We are listed on CoinGecko now, which is awesome. Awesome news. Is #1 aggregator in the world for crypto coins. So you can go and get your contract address there, sign up for a crypto wallet, register, buy your BNB or BUSD, and exchange that stuff on PancakeSwap, and you can get your GEG ready to go and ready to stake and ready to buy other things out there like gemstones when, of course, the IDO and the public sales officially launch. And we always end it with a few words of wisdom. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Of course, this is referencing, having that kind of second or third stream of revenue coming in that you don't have to specifically, work a 9 to 5 for. You may have your 9 to 5, but then you also have your passive income as well. You're making money while you sleep. And that's a wonderful way of looking at it. You are making this money. You are investing, and you had, worked hard for that money, but now your money is making money all while you're just dreaming, which is great. And the greatest enemies of an investor are expenses and emotions. So of course, we're all trying to save. We're all trying to save money to invest, but expenses get in the way. But most importantly, our emotions get in the way. So no panic selling, no panic trading. Just don't panic. You got to hold on for dear life. You got to, think logically and not with your emotions on how you want to be trading your funds. I have made the mistake many times before about panic selling, and I always regret it. Because I always end up buying back in. And because I've done that, I've actually lost some money by doing that. But that was, of course, a while ago, and you learn from your mistakes. So I'm a very much a mid to long-term holder kind of person. And of course, a word of caution, please beware of any kind of scams that are out there. If there are random people messaging you on Telegram, Twitter, or Discord, please don't click any weird links that are out there. Please watch out for any fake communities, any fake GeFi communities that are out there. There are fake ones. I have already shown you the correct link to the GeFi official community and STA League. And please don't give away any personal sensitive information, and don't send any money to people that you don't know, thinking that it's a free airdrop of some sort. So don't accept free airdrops either. So yeah, beware of all of that and keep it cool. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining today's session. I hope you guys learned a lot about the Stone Age, about what's happening now, and what's going to happen into the future. I hope you have some confidence with GeFi and the StoneAge, because now it's really getting started. You know, again, we're only a few months old, really, 2 or 3 months old, and we already have these fantastic services and collaborations coming out. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for paying attention. Now you won't pay the price.
Thanks, Iskandar. Once again, thank you, Iskandar and Andy Kogi, for their sharing. And we hope that you learned something. For me, it just blow my mind away, and I see huge potential in GeFi. And we follow the roadmap so far. It's on time, and I do have 100% faith in this project. I'm not sure about you, but if you are still thinking, still considering, I will advise you just get more people to invest into this project, and I really see huge potential in this. Right. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us tonight, and stay safe. Till then, we will see you next week. Bye.